They're headphones, they're a neckband, no, they're earbuds. Let's have a closer look. Dave Taylor here, and I'm looking at these. These are the Soundpeats Force Bluetooth neckband headphones. Headband, neck phones, earbuds. It's a little hard to figure out what they are, but here's the basic deal, is that there is a portion of these that go around your neck, and then you have the earbuds that are wired, not wireless, and they go in your ears, and you are good to go. Now, the unit itself obviously is wireless, so this is actually a Bluetooth device, and here's what's really cool. It's really nice. There's a lot they did right in this surprisingly affordable unit. So, 16 hours of playtime because the battery is in the neck part, so they have lots of space to put in a battery. Has a built-in microphone, and I will tell you, I made some phone calls with this, and the feedback I got was that this was one of the best sounding microphones I've used for calls in a while. So that means this is as good, according to my listeners, this is as good as the Apple AirPods, which are my reference level for making phone calls. So really nice, obviously super comfortable. It works with Bluetooth 4.1, so it's not the latest 5.0, but they worked pretty well. I used them and then walked away from my phone, and I had a good 5, 10, 15 feet without any issues. Includes CVC 6.0 noise canceling, although I can't really tell that there's much noise canceling going on. If you put in the right earbuds or ear tips, then you're going to get a pretty good seal anyway, so they're going to sound good. It also supports aptX, and it's IPX5 waterproof. So hold on, that doesn't mean you can wear them swimming, but it does mean if someone attacks you with a water pistol or a super soaker, you're fine. Literally, IPX5 means it can survive being splashed by water. So they actually call that the super soaker test. How cool is that? Now, in addition to, okay, by the way, notice that the earpieces are magnetic when you do it right. So that's nice. So the whole thing tends to sit on your neck. It's very nice, very easy to work with. It just tends to sit like this, and you just put these in when you're ready, and you know, when you don't want to be listening or anything, you can just take them out and just let it sit around your neck. It has hundreds of hours of standby time if you're not actually listening to anything, so that's really nice. And the ends, the earpieces, I have them with just the ear tips. But it actually comes with this huge variety of 10 different ear tips. Let me just sort of get the whole bag of them out. So there's 10 different ear tips, and there are also 6 ear hooks. So the ear hook actually goes between the ear tip and the base, and for people that like these, you can actually then have it sort of screw into your ear so it's a little more firm and it's, you know, holds better. So if you're going for a run or something, they're less likely to fall out. Also comes with possibly the world's smallest carabiner. If you need this to be able to hook it onto something, you can, but honestly, it's pretty easy to work with these anyway, so I don't know that that's particularly critical, but I really like having all the different ear tips because, as I recommend in every one of these reviews, try different sizes to get the style and the size that works best for you. It makes a world of difference in the sound. And speaking of the sound, they sound really good. Now, again, I was a little disappointed with the noise canceling. Really, just don't even think of that as a factor. It's not like it's active noise cancellation or anything, but put the right ear tips in and they sound really good, even in a fairly noisy environment. So I was using these in a fairly busy Starbucks, and I was listening to some music, and you know, when the music got super soft, I could hear all the ambient noise around me, but otherwise it was remarkably good. There's a decent sound stage, there's, you know, nice crisp reproduction. There's actually a decent amount of bass too. I was listening to some music that had a lot of bass line, and it actually sounded good. Again, it also works really well for phone calls. Huge win. It will obviously pair with iPhones. It'll pair with Android phones. It'll pair with whatever you want. You could even use it and pair it with your computer if you want to do that, because it's just Bluetooth. Easy enough. Now, the neck part itself is kind of interesting too. This is made out of what they call liquid silicone. It is not at this point actually liquid, so it has dried. obviously. But it's a really soft feeling and very flexible material. So you really don't have any sense that there's any weight. The whole thing's super light. You know, there's no weight, there's no feel of having a product around your neck, which is super important. Now, in addition to all the ear tips and ear hooks and the hanging hook, mini carabiner, it also comes with this little hard case, which, you know, you might or might not use. My guess is the majority of users probably won't. They'll just have it thrown in their bag or around their neck. And it also comes with a micro USB charging cable. And I have to say, when I got it, it took me a while to figure out where exactly do you plug this in? And it turns out that it's on the side of the inline controller. And the inline controller is your classic 3-button controller where the 2 outer buttons are next and previous track or volume up and volume down, depending on how long you hold them. And then the middle one is what they always call their multi-function button. So push and hold it, you can turn it on or off. Short push actually gets you to the, you know, pause or play. There's a variety of functions depending on what mode you're in. So if you're on a phone call, you can push and hold it and it'll actually drop the call. Sorry, caller, something went wrong. So that all works fine. And my experience is I want to have that under my right ear, but you might, if you're left-handed, it might be easier for you to have it under your left ear. I'm not sure that it matters, and I'm not sure that there's actually an orientation for this either. So I think you could wear it either way and it'll work just fine, which is nice. So only thing left to talk about is the price. And before we get to the price, let me ask if you can click on that subscribe button. I really appreciate it. And what I mean by subscribe button, by the way, is there should be a little floating red subscribe button on the lower right of this video. If there isn't, then go back onto YouTube and subscribe. You are a winner. Thank you for subscribing. Now, let's just talk about the price because that's all that's left, because these actually are pretty nicely priced. So these are the Soundpeats Force Bluetooth neckband headphones. It's a mouthful. And they will cost you a very modest $32.99 at Amazon.com. I would say that's a pretty darn good price, and these are a really nice unit. They have, you know, this really good sound. They work well for phone calls, which is rare with a lot of these budget units. And with 16 hours of playtime, that is plenty for a full day. Easy to charge, comfortable to wear. You're not going to lose them because they're little tiny pieces that just fly away one day when you're running or biking or something. So lots to check out. It's Dave Taylor. Speaking of checking out, I think I'm going to go back and check out some of my music, which means I will catch you. Hold on. Okay, I will catch you in my next video.